Happy Sunday, guys. Happy Memorial Day Eve. I'm not getting a Memorial Day, though, because I'm working tomorrow. But it's worth it. Make some money. And keep my family fat and happy. So that's what we do in the HVAC industry. Sometimes we don't have holidays, and that's okay. And that's perfectly okay. I've missed a lot of holidays over the years. And I don't have any regrets for doing it because it kept my family fed, and I think that's the most important thing. And keeps us in this lap of luxury that we're in. That's sarcasm. So I wanted to talk to you guys a little bit about the about the 454B transition that we are going into here. So I'm a little confused. I admit that I haven't done the research on the stuff, but do I need to get the same adapters and stuff that I get for 454B for R32? That I don't know, because I'm seriously thinking about going the Daikin Goodman route from everything that I'm hearing from you guys. And if my customer doesn't like me selling Daikin and Goodman, then too bad, because I honestly don't want to do the R454B debacle thing that's going on. And maybe it's getting better. I don't know. I haven't really kept up on it. But you guys let me know. Your feedback helps me. I don't know that much about it because I've been trying not to install it. I can still get 410A stuff, so that's what I'm going to install until I absolutely can't get it, like I've said. But I just wanted to know if, I know there's some of you guys out there that are doing the Goodman, Daikin, Amana thing and going full R32, and want to know how that's going for you, because I'm interested in possibly going that route myself. I'm a Rheem guy, I'm a Bosch guy, and a Mitsubishi guy. That's what I am. That's what I primarily install. And you've seen I've been installing the Coleman, but that's because I can get the Coleman 410A unit still, and I'm pretty impressed with that CH16 modulating heat pump. It's a really nice, quiet unit. I mean, it looks good, and I know looks aren't everything when it comes to HVAC equipment, but that's a pretty nice looking unit. And I mean, I think it's a lot prettier than the Bosch that I've been putting in. So I think it kind of impresses the customer when you got that fit and finish on an outdoor unit. I mean, it just looks solid. Whether it is or not remains to be seen. But I just want something that's going to last for my customers and not break. And I know that's probably none of the brands. But I would really like some feedback on you guys whether I should try to go the 454B route, because I'm getting ready to go on Amazon today, and I'm going to buy all my adapters. If I need to get a different vacuum pump, I think I can upgrade my my Smack. What are they called? The Smacna, my 480 digital gauges. I think I can program them so that it'll read the new refrigerants. I don't know if I can or not. I'm not that tech savvy. I probably should be more tech savvy, but I'm not. I'm old school. Hence why I'm always trying to install the old stuff until I absolutely cannot. But yeah, I want your feedback, guys. R32 or R454. What should I do? What do you think I should do? And it's that simple. Just put it in the comments. Let me know. Shoot, you can call me. You got my phone number. It's right there. Shoot me a call. Tell me your thoughts. I really want to know what I need to do moving forward, because obviously I'm gonna get myself into a bind and not be prepared to install the new stuff. My distributors have even been off, and I'm sure they offered you the same, the classes on the new stuff, and I I just blew them off because I don't want to install that crap yet until they get the kinks figured out. But it is what it is, So I'm a little rough today. Nate went up to the neighbor's house last night and had a little Buffalo Trace whiskey. I don't normally drink hard alcohol, so it kind of hit me a little hard. I'm feeling better now. A couple hair of the dogs helped, But I've been trying to lay off that, as you know. I've talked about it a lot, trying to lay off the whiskey, or sorry, alcohol in general, and just enjoy life, a healthy life. But I was really hurting this morning. I can tell you that, and I definitely do not miss that feeling. But moving forward, I'm probably going to be installing less and less of the Bosch equipment, because the price on the 454B stuff is just outrageous. It's completely ridiculous what they want to charge for a heat pump, and the air handlers too. I mean, it's just a box with a squirrel cage and maybe a small circuit board, not much to them, and a coil. And they want $2,500 for an air handling unit, a fan coil unit. That's just way too much, man. It's way too much. You add that to a $4,000 heat pump, and all your customers don't want to spend $20,000 minimum to have a heat pump installed. But that's the route we're going, and I just don't think it's right that the consumer should have to spend that much. I miss the old days of putting air conditioners and heat pumps in for, sorry, there's a fly there, for between $5,000 and $8,000, every day, just out the door, no problem. $5,000 or $8,000. You can put a 1 in front of that now, and it's really sad for the consumer. Their wages haven't gone up nearly as fast. It's all these climate change nuts that want to keep changing things, and that spikes all the pricing on HVAC equipment, whether it be ACs, heat pumps, the ductless equipment, you name it. It's just nonsense. So tell me your thoughts. I really want to know which route I should go. So I'm going to lay it out one more time. R32 or R454 refrigerant. Which way should I go? Which way do you think I should go? I'm kind of leaning towards the R32. I've installed lots of Goodman over the years. You guys can probably go back and find installs I've done of Goodman, Daikin, if you did a little research. I've installed that stuff probably more than most people, and I haven't had any problems with it. This isn't going to be a brand video, but kind of goes back to customer perception of brands, right? So it's kind of a double-edged sword what we're going through right now. We're going through the changing of the refrigerant, so which is making people change brands, and it's just confusing what to do. Like, I love the Bosch stuff, but since the refrigerant's changing, it's kind of lost its shine for me. I just don't know if I want to continue installing it at the cost that it is. And same way with the Mitsubishi. I could get the 410A Mitsubishi ductless equipment very cheap, but now that they've switched to 454B, it's outrageous. Those four zone hyperheat heat pumps, what do they call them? The smart multi-zone units that have the 454B in them. I mean, shoot, they might as well be gold plated. They're like I don't know, $6,000 for a heat pump. I'm sorry, that's just not worth that much. I bet you those cost the same amount that the old ones did, and they're just using the refrigerant change as a way to make more money. That's what I think about it. I could be wrong, but I probably am not, and I could never prove it even if I was. But yeah, so I'm really conflicted right now. I'm busier than ever right now. I got people calling me off the hook. I just did a Facebook advertisement that's going to bring in a bunch of AC stuff. Our weather's warming up. We're going to be pushing 90s next weekend, which is really going to get the phone ringing. So I got to get this figured out quick. I probably should have planned it better, but yeah, I want to get everything in place so I can take care of my customers. My shop is a mess right now. I got stuff everywhere. I got trash everywhere, but that just tells me that I'm busy and I've been working hard. Because when my stuff's really clean and organized, that means that I've had time to do that. I don't want to have time to do that stuff. I want to have time, no time, personally. I want to have... Sorry about that interruption, guys. Speak of the devil, I just got a call from a customer wanting air conditioning. And so they must have saw my ad already, or they saw me on my website or something. I don't know. I didn't ask them. I'll ask them now and see where I got that lead from. So that's cool. That's good. And people are even calling on Memorial Day weekend, so that's really cool. But yeah, I just want to have things in place. You know, if I have time to keep my shop clean and my truck all organized, that means I'm not very busy, and I want to be busy. So this is my money making time from now up until September, even October. It's where I make the bulk of my money for the year. I kind of slow down in the winter, even though I still could do really well in the winter. We get really cold here, so no reason to slow down just because of the season. I'm not a seasonal contractor. I'm busy all the time. I can be as busy as I want to be. That's because I do a good, professional, and courteous job for my customers, and I don't BS them. I don't give them any of that lip service. I tell it like it is, and if they don't like it, they can find somebody else to screw them over. Hopefully that doesn't happen, but it does. As you guys have seen from my videos, I have to rescue quite a few people. So I'll leave you at that on this beautiful Sunday here before Memorial Day. We're gonna make some skewers on the barbecue tonight. Chicken, peppers, potato on there, whatever else the wife got, and some cold sides to go with it, some potato salad, some macaroni salad, chips, all the good stuff. So enjoy your Memorial Day. If I don't make a video tomorrow, I will have a well, no, I will, because I'm working. So I'll see you guys on that Add-A-Zone Mitsubishi wall unit tomorrow, as long as I can get some footage and the customer's not breathing down my neck. So until then, I'll talk to you later.